Hi everyone, I'm Donna Lopez and this is ETS. I am a medium and a channel spiritualist, and this is your weekly message for December the 4th through to December the 10th. I'm looking to the side. This is where my calendar is. And otherwise, if I'm looking otherwise, it's usually I'm just connecting in with my guides or with spirit to bring in what is useful. So we're going to break it down and look at December the 4th through to December the 6th. All right. The first thing I'm hearing is placate to no one. Stand firm in your convictions. I also see that some of you may choose to completely remove yourself from an environment or a group of people that you don't have resonance with any longer. All right, and I'm hearing over again, hear me, hear me, hear me. So there's somebody very strong coming in. I feel like it feels like such a strong mother vibration, and they're coming into a daughter vibration. So it's a mother on the other side of life connecting in with their daughter, and she's going, hear me, hear me, hear me. She was really wanting to touch in with you, wanting to connect with you. I am hearing the name Mary and the name Marion. So however that might fit for many of you, I'll leave that with you. I also am hearing, though, that you've been connecting with your mother through the dream state as well. So they're bringing that forward. All right, and I'm hearing, too, be afraid of no one. I feel as though that they don't want you to hide your intuitive nature. They don't want you to hide your own sense of knowing your true north, your direction, what's right for you. Because they're saying that a lot of you are telling yourself that you're not seeing things the way you're seeing them. You're not hearing them the way you're hearing them, that you're not intuiting your environment correctly. And so it's like, I need to be like everybody else. Like, that doesn't mean everybody else isn't open and aware, because those that you would not even believe are very intuitive and know that they're intuitive. We're all intuitive, just knowing that we're intuitive and having comfort with that. And I feel like you're trying to hide the fact that you are intuitive, or you're also trying to not listen to what it is that you already know is the right path, the right thing for you to be doing. And I'm hearing the word new promises. So there are new promises that you are making to yourself about what it is that I'm hearing challenge, that you want to be, and they don't mean that so much as challenge, like I'm going to challenge myself to do this, but it's a new beginning. It's something that you want to, it's a challenge in that it's going to open you up. It's going to expand who you are. I also hear friendlier, so I feel that your environment or whatever circumstances you're in will become friendlier, easier to get along with. For some of you too, they're saying make sure that you watch your calendar for certain dates, because I feel like you're going to have some dates mixed up. You're going to think that something is on the 4th when it's on the 5th, or something's on the 5th that was on the 4th. So check and recheck dates for appointments or whatever connection you're trying to make. I also hear dream states will be, I'm hearing exponential. And I'm also hearing the word expo. When I think of an expo, it's like, I would think of, like years ago, it was the World Expo. So it's like your dreams are going to be multifaceted and it's not so much layered as much as maybe holographic, seeing all the holographic choices and options and places and parts of you that you are or that you have been. It's going to be a conglomerate of some different lifetimes that you've had. So I feel like you're going to have a bit of an awakening about some of the other lifetimes that you have coexisted in. Okay, they're using the word, I'm just getting that myself, coexisted, and that this would be an alternate reality. All right, so you're going to be being shown some different things. You may not know how it fits into this lifetime, but just be with it. A dream journal is a really good thing to do also, to kind of keep track of how you're getting information. For those of you that don't know about understanding your dreams, find a dream book, or you can go online, but usually if you find a book where you resonate with the information, the way they're sharing the information, that would be the book for you. And it'll just help you kind of understand some of the symbology and some of the things that you are seeing and experiencing in your dream state. I also am hearing it's about the dollars. I hear this around Friday. And I'm hearing government taxes. So there's something around the 6th that is kind of government taxes, and it's about the dollars. About it's all about the money. Like the choices and decisions you're making are all about the money, or the government taxation on your money, something around that. I don't understand all that fully, but that's the way I'm hearing it. All right, and I'm going to move to the 7th and the 8th, which is Saturday, Sunday. I'm hearing two things. I'm hearing don't be a change maker and don't be a bully. All right, in terms of don't be a change maker, they're saying it's the consciousness around being a change maker. It's almost like going in to make changes just because you know you can, because you know you have the energy or you have that power. And so the connection with bully along with that is that don't. Many people are born with a certain amount of charisma, natural charisma, and they are able to influence their environment and others. This would be what they're talking about, is like not using your power of influence over others for your own good, or just to benefit yourself and at the cost of others. Like, it is very easy sometimes to diminish or overpower others with your energy. So be mindful. You know, there's karmic attachments to all of our choices. So even though you may feel like I can do it, so I will, or, you know, you will still meet the equal connection to that either in this lifetime or in the next. Sometimes they don't wait, though. Right now we got some instant karma going on. All right. I see new friends coming in. I feel like you're also bringing in new friends into new experiences with you. It's almost like you meet somebody and you go, hey, why don't you come with me and let's go try this, or you ought to come over and check this out with me. I feel really good about it. I feel real lighthearted. I feel kind of like when kids are young and they just go, hey, you want to go? And then you just go and you're having fun and it just works out. So I feel a lighthearted energy with this. All right, and I am seeing something on the 8th around the American flag and independence, but also dependence. For what I'm getting with that is perhaps our dependence on. I feel like this does have to do with our dependence. I'm in the United States, so our dependence on the United States, or if you're in another country, your dependence on your country to make decisions for you or to make sure that you maintain your independence. It's up to each one of us to maintain our own independence. So don't be dependent on whatever that symbology might mean for you or what the meaning you've put to it. They're getting a little heavy with these, but that's okay. For some of you too, I also see the evening of the 8th, which is Sunday, that I see you releasing from a relationship, releasing from a obligation. It's like, I'm free. I don't have to do this anymore. All right, let's look at the 9th and the 10th, which is Monday, Tuesday. All right, the first thing I'm getting is entanglement. They're showing me pictures. That's why I'm stalling here a little bit. They're talking about entanglement. And like, I'd like to make the next step. I'd like to move forward, but I'm kind of entangled with obligations or other things. I would say that they're talking about timing, that the timing is not correct or is not the right time for you to do what it is you'd like to do because I don't feel like these obligations are like a heavy, because it's something that you want to be a part of, something you want to be about, but it is definitely a choice that you're making to stay connected to this situation, whether it be family, job, projects, and not having the ability by choice to move forward. All right, they're also saying that find your happiness within yourself. Also, your intellectual happiness. Be happy with what it is you know, what it is you think you know, and your own inner knowing, your own judgment, your own sense of self, your own sense of self-worth, and that you have a clear sense of balance within yourselves. So trust that sense of balance, because none of this feels too weighted down on the left or the right. It just feels like an even keel, clear balance of, I see your point of view, I see your point of view, and it's just, there's a semblance of balance here. All right, we're going to look at from the 4th, which is Wednesday, all the way through to the 10th. See what that whole timeline has. Well, I'm seeing a lot of clouds. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that are not going to be revealed to us for a little bit. I don't see these clouds as dark. They're white clouds, but it's very clouded. So in other words, I'm just not able, you're not able to see everything right now. But I do see that there is clarity in these clouds. In other words, you know that whatever it is that you need to see or you need revealed to you is right there, because it is, the purity is there. Purity of the truth. Also, for some of you that were hurt or angry with somebody that you care about, you know, sometimes when we're hurt with somebody that we care about, we want to hurt them back because we're hurting. And I see that whatever this has been, I see it's like pulling back and like, I don't need to hurt them, or I'm healed enough too that I don't need to do that, because you know, we don't really hurt others as much as we hurt ourselves. So just see wherever there's been some sort of a it does feel around, and I don't feel this romantic love, it feels like love, like family love, relative love, that maybe they did something, they hurt you, and you haven't forgiven them yet. And I see this forgiveness. I see you pulling back and not putting your energy into the hurt and the anger, and being more in a space of forgiveness. I also hear home renewal. I don't know if some of you are getting new furniture or what's going on, but they're just saying home renewal, like I'm freshening everything up, I'm renewing my space. It feels clean and clear, and I'm hearing new beginnings. So there's new beginnings for many of you. They're telling me something I'm trying to understand. They're saying global awareness and global experience. I feel as though what I'm being shown and feeling here is that even though we think we're in our little corner of the world and what we're doing isn't affecting anyone else, or that no one else knows our issues, no one else knows what's going on in our corner of the world, I feel as though that we're going to have a larger global awareness and global experience of what that might be like to have that, to not be able to feed your kids, let's say, or to not have shelter, or to maybe be the space where all the garbage lands and nobody cares because it's not in their part of the world, you know. And it's like, so I see this global awareness of our own, of us having, those that haven't had that experience are going to have that experience. They'll have that experience of like, oh my God, I didn't know that was what people were dealing with, or I knew, but it didn't affect me, so I didn't care. So I see more of a caring and more of a global experience of coming together and compassionate care for the globe, and things that affect us all globally, because we are one microcosm. For others of you, I feel like it's time to take your work boots off. It's time to, even if it's been an emotional work you've been doing, it's time to relax, that whatever was conflict or an irritation is quieting and calming itself down. All right, and it's the funniest thing, they're saying date night. Like they're talking about date night, and then they're showing me somebody's shoes and they're aerating the lawn with it, which is prepping the lawn to receive fertilizer, or to receive the rain more fully. Okay, so I feel like any sort of application to make time for your relationships, and we'll do male, female, and I mean that as in non-romantic as well. That whatever time you're making to connect with people is creating a space for a more fertile friendship, more fertile relationship. Yeah, interesting. All right. I think that's it. That feels pretty good. I want to share with you. I'm doing Akashic Records readings right now. I have the 12 Days of Christmas is what I'm calling it. So I'll leave the link down in down at the end of this video so that you can check that out. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Namaste.